Okay. Oh,
Shri Swarup Damodar Goswami ki jai. Gadadharastakam ki jai. स्वभक्तियोगनाशिनं सदा व्रजीविहारिणं हरिप्रियागणग्रहं शचीसुतप्रियेश्वरं शरधकृष्णसेवन प्रकाशकं महाचयं भजाम्यहं गदाधरं सुपण्डितं गुरुं प्रभुम् नवोज्ज्वलाधिभावन विधान कर्म परगम विचित्र गौरभक्ति सिंधुराग भागलासिनम सुरागमर्ग दर्शकम व्रजादिवासदायकम भजाम्यहं गदाधरम् गुरुं सुपण्डितं गुरुं प्रभुम् सचीसुताग्रिसारभक्त वृन्दवन्द्य गौरवं गौरभवच्चित्तपद्म मध्य कृष्णवल्लभं मुकुन्द गौररूपिणं स्वभावधर्मदायकं भजाम्यहं गदाधरम् सुपण्डितं गुरुं प्रभुम् निकुञ्जसेवनादिका प्रकाशनैककारणं सदा सखीरतिप्रदं महारसस्वरूपकं सदा कृताग्रिपङ्कजं शरीरे सद्गुरुं वरम् भजाम्यहं गदाधरं सुपण्डितं गुरुं प्रभुम् महाप्रभुर्महारस प्रकाशनं प्रियं सदा महारसकुर प्रकाशनादिवासनं महाप्रभुव्रजाकनादि भावमोदकारकं भजाम्यहं गदाधरं सुपण्डितं गुरुं प्रभुम् द्विजेन्द्रवृन्दवन्द्यपादयुग्मभक्तिवर्धकं निजेसुराधिकात्मता वपुप्रकाशनाग्रहम् अशेषभक्तिशास्त्रशिक्ष योज्ज्वलामृतप्रभं भजाम्यहं गदाधरम् सुपण्डितं गुरुं प्रभुम् मुदनिज प्रयदिक स्वपादपद्मसिन्धुभिः महारसार्णवामृत प्रदिष्ट गौरभक्तिदं सदाष्टसार्विकान्वितं निजेष्टभक्तिदायकं भजाम्यहं गदाधरं सुपण्डितं गुरुं प्रभुम् यदीयरीतिरागरागभागदिग्धमानसो नरोऽपि यतितूर्णम् एव नर्यभावभाजनं तमोज्ज्वलाक्तचित्तमेतु चित्तमत्तचत्पदो भजाम्यहं गदाधरं सुपण्डितं गुरुं प्रभुं भजाम्यहं गदाधरं सुपन्दितं गुरुं प्रभुं महारसामृतपदं सदा गदाधरष्टकं पठेतु यः सुभक्तितो व्रजगणगणोत्सवम् सचेतनूजपादपद्म भक्तिरत्नयोग्यतं लभेतराधिकागधाधराग्रिपद्म सेवया। Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Guru Maharaj ki jai, Hare Krishna.
Gadadhar Pandit ki jai, Karuna Bhandar ki jai.
Jai.
Wow, amazing,
Maharaj
amazing.
ki jai.
Beautiful. Very well, son. Naniven, would you like to read?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, everyone.
Right.
I worship the greatly learned and exalted spiritual master, Srila Gadadhar Prabhu, who appears very splendid, engaged in the Lord's devotional service. He always performs pastimes in Braja, where he is very prominent among the gopis, are very dear to Lord Hari. Lord Chaitanya, the son of Sachi, is the dear Lord of Gadadhar Prabhu, who is preaching the service of Radha and Krishna. I worship the greatly learned spiritual master, Sri Gadadhar Prabhu. He is expertly absorbed in meditation on the 9 rasas of devotional service, beginning with Ujjwal Ras, conjugal love, and he dances in the waves of the amazing ocean of devotional service to Lord Chaitanya. He preaches the path of Raganuga Bhakti, spontaneous devotional service, and is a fit person to attain residence in the transcendental land of Vraja. I worship the greatly learned spiritual master, Srila Gadadhar Prabhu. Best of those who are devoted to the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya, son of Sachi Devi, offer respectful obeisances to him and treat him with great importance, and is very dear to Lord Krishna, who is seated in the middle of the lotus flower, which is his heart. Assuming his golden form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he preaches that Lord Mukunda has assumed the golden form of Lord Chaitanya and returned the living entities to their constitutional position as servants of the Lord. I worship the greatly learned and exalted spiritual master, Srila Gadadhar Prabhu. It is only because of him that the truth of the exalted devotional service performed by the intimate associates of Krishna in the forest and groves of Vrindavan has been revealed. He is preaching the ecstatic love attained by the gopis and is indeed personification of the mellows of devotional service. The saintly devotees take shelter of his lotus feet, and he teaches the truth of spiritual life to the living entities. Number 5, I worship the greatly learned spiritual master, Srila Gadadhar Prabhu. He is very dear to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and it is as if he had sprouted from the manifestation of the Lord's ecstatic love. He is always adorned with the garments of ecstatic love of Godhead, and he delights Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by arousing in the Lord the ecstatic emotional love experienced by the gopis of Vraja. I worship the greatly learned spiritual master, Srila Gadadhar Prabhu, who expands the mellows of devotional service and whose lotus feet are worshipped by the kings of the Brahmanas. Among his confidential associates, he reveals his actual form as Srimati Radharani. He attributes the nectar of the ecstatic mellow of the gopis' conjugal love, strictly following the instructions of all the devotional scriptures. I worship the greatly learned spiritual master, Srila Gadadhar Prabhu. With delight, he is giving the devotional service, Lord Chaitanya, which reveals the nectarian ocean of the most exalted mellows of devotional service, along with the nectar flowing from the lotus feet of the gopis, headed by Srimati Radharani, who is most dear to Krishna. Gadadhar Prabhu is decorated with the 8 transcendental ecstatic symptoms of Sattvic Bhava and is distributing devotional service to the worshipable Lord Krishna. I worship the greatly learned spiritual master, Srila Gadadhar Prabhu. Even a conditioned soul whose mind becomes anointed by the colorful waves of spontaneous devotional service, as delineated by Srila Gadadhar Prabhu, quickly attains highest level of devotional service. He becomes maiden bumblebee, whose mind is anointed with the mellow of Ujjwal Ras, Kunjitala. These 8 verses glorifying Srila Gadadhar Prabhu distribute the nectar of the most exalted mellow of devotional service, and they are like a festival for the gopis of Raja. If one regularly reads these verses and serves the lotus feet of Srila Gadadhar Prabhu, who is an incarnation of Srimati Radharani, then he will become qualified to attain the jewel of pure devotional service for the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya, the son of Sachi Devi. Gadadhar Pandit ki jai. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
thank
Very
you so
nice.
Very good. Yes, amazing bhajan. And it shows the qualities and glory of Gadadhar Pandit, who's an incarnation of Radharani. And generally, when Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati used to install deities, he would have Gaur Gadadhar. So when we go to Navadvip and other places of Gaudiya Math, there's Radha Krishna and there's Gaur Gadadhar. But when Srila Prabhupada came to the West, he changed it a little bit, that it'll be Gaur Nitai, because he knew in the West, Nityananda was really required. Nityananda is so kind and compassionate. So then it became Gaur Nitai. But previously, Gadadhar Pandit was very, very much prominent in the Gaudiya Math. So, and we can see why, because he's got so amazing qualities, and of course, the incarnation of Srimati Radharani herself. And we can talk about him today a little bit, because his appearance day is today. Anything you'd like to share, Karuna?
Amazing description of Gadadhar Pandit. Really, it's wonderful going through these bhajan. There's so many things mentioned there. Yeah, wonderful.
Amazing things. So this is Swabhakti Yoga Lasinam Gadadharastakam by Damodara Goswami. So Damodara Goswami ki jai, Gadadhar Pandit ki jai.
Sure.